Hello everyone and welcome back. This is our second sheet that we're now looking at. In this second sheet we're going to focus on a number of learning outcomes. Our first learning outcome is analysing a dimensioned drawing, which is here. Our second learning outcome is using maths to problem solve. Our third learning outcome is improving our dexterity in the use of our graphics equipment. So we're going to use our graphics equipment and we're improving all the time, okay, to create our dimensions here, here and here. And the last thing then is to apply a dimension. Okay, we're going to learn that from today. So there are the four learning outcomes we have for today. So very quickly I'm just going to line up my sheet. Okay, so we're just going to get our t-square, which is here, nice and tight, okay, to the side, pull our page down. Okay, got your piece of tape up on the top here, so we're going to tape the top left. Okay, that's lovely. And now what we'll do is we'll push over here again. Okay, your thumb holding, okay, your t-square tight, and your four fingers pulling your page down, and we'll tape the top right. Okay, lovely. Let's get started nice and quick. So calculate and write down the measurements of A to F. Okay, so if you look at A is a horizontal dimension, B is a vertical dimension. There are two different types of dimensions. If we look at A, so we need to analyze our drawing, see what we have, what we need to, what we don't have, okay, and what we try and problem solve and finding, okay, the distance from here to here. Pretty apparent, we have 1550 here, so that means we have 100. But I'm missing this gap and I'm missing this gap. How do I find it? We look here and we can see that this is a radius of 30. That means that the distance from here to here is 30. Therefore, this distance from here to here is also 30. Okay, so what we're going to do is that's 30, and we're also going to now look, okay, at this side, which means that this is also 30. Okay, so let's make out that dimension. How long is it? So we're going to put an A here like that. Okay, tiny bit of a dot. I'm going to zoom in a bit closer. And let's write down, okay, now our sum, okay, by just adding 50 and 50, a 30 and a 30. Okay, add them up quickly, all our zeros, gives us a 0, 5 and 5 is 10, 3 and 3, 16. Okay, so let's write down 160 over here. Okay, very good. Now our next dimension that we're going to look at is the dimension B. Dimension B, what do we have? We know the height from here to here from our previous question. We know it's 30, so therefore that means that this distance plus this distance is 60. Let's move back here. We know that this is 20. Let's move back here. We know that this is 10, and let's move forward. We know that this radius is 30. So let's write that, okay, down somewhere. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll just write down B maybe here. Okay, so let's put B here, and we'll put our sums going down here, our numbers. So what have we got? Okay, 30, 30, 20, 10, and 30. Add them all up, all our zeros. Okay, 3 and 3 is 6, 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, B is 120 millimeters. Okay, again, we're analyzing the drawing, we're problem solving, okay, using our maths. Okay, again, a very big dimension, okay, utilized, okay, in our graphics. Okay, the use of maths, okay, and problem solving. So let's go to C. So I'm going to push over now to our excavator here, which is C. So C, the distance here, okay, is what we need to find. Now this is a horizontal dimension, okay, this was a vertical dimension, this is a vertical dimension here also. Okay, so let's go to, okay, our C. So these are the tracks, okay, on our excavator. We want to find what is the length from the back of the track to the front of the track. So, okay, we have 78, we have this radius here, which is 18. That means that that is also 18. So let's write that down. So C, we put C, which is here. Okay, we've got a bit of a room there, so write that down. So 78, 18, and 18, and we'll plus those. Okay, 3/8, 24. Put the 4 down, carry the 2. Okay, we've 2, 2, 7. Okay, and we've 2 more here, so that in total is, okay, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, lovely. So what we're going to do now after that, okay, is we're going to now write, okay, that number up here, okay, which is here. So 114, okay, millimeters. So our next thing what we're going to do is we're now going to look at D and how to find D. So finding D, we have 18 and 18 here, okay, we've got a 32 and then we've got a 35. Perfect, let's add all those up. So where can we write that? We can write that maybe over here on this side. So D. Okay, so 18 and 18 is 36. So I'm doubling this distance here. I've got 32. I've got 35. Add those up. Okay, so we've 6, 2 and 5. This is 8 and 13. Put the 3 down, carry the 1, 9, 10. So 103. So let's pop in, okay, 103 over by D. So there's D. That's 103 millimeters. Okay, let's push it over. So that's our spaceship and our excavator completed. Now we're going to move on to, okay, looks like to me a battery powered drill. Okay, so we're going to look at E. Okay, so E, let's look at E. Okay, so E, we'll write that down here. What's our first dimension? So we have 30, which is here. But if we look over here, we've got 155. Okay, we have 155. If I just zoom in there, 155, that'll help me quite a bit. And then we have after that a radius of 40, which goes up here. That's from here up to here. That's correct. So that's pretty simple. 155 plus 40. Bring down the 5. 9, 1. Okay, so 195 is F. Sorry, E. It's E. Apologies. Okay, so we have E. So we're going to write down 195. Okay, millimeters. Let's move over now to F. Okay, so F, we can write F here. Okay, so we have 115. We have a radius 15 and we have a radius 30. So we'll add those up here now. 1, 1, 5, 15 and 30. Okay, 5 and 5 is 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so and bring down obviously our 1. Okay, so we have 160. Okay, so that is our first 3 questions completed. Okay, so well done. Again, we're using our maths, okay, and our analyzing, okay, of our drawings to problem solve, okay, and come up with a solution for those answers. We're now going to look, okay, at the bottom question, okay, here, bottom left. I'm just going to move my visualizer here. Okay, and we'll read this. So what we have here is we have a 2D of this shape here. Our shape that we're looking at here is just a very simple, okay, number of steps. So it says to measure and write down the dimension of each of the following drawings. Okay, so we need to dimension. So in order to dimension, we need a set square. So I'm just going to bring my set square here and have a look at this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to find the length of this. So I'm just going to draw a line down from here and here. Okay, what's the length of the line? So what we're going to do is we're going to come down a distance of 5 millimeters like this. Okay, nice little dot, and I'm going to draw a line going across here like this. Now what's very important is I'm not going to draw the line fully across. I'm just going to leave a gap in the middle. Okay, so that little gap in the middle, okay, what do you think that's for? Correct, my numbers. Okay, so we then get our set square. We're going to measure that. Looks to be 75, so we now put down 7 and we put down 5. That's our horizontal dimension completed. So down 5, draw your light line, don't draw the middle, arrow, arrow, and put in your number. Let's do the one now on the right hand side. So again, this is a vertical dimension, so we're going to come out 5. So mark our 5 with a dot. Let's extend a line going out here. Let's extend another line coming out here. And when we draw our line now up and down, again, don't draw in the middle, just roughly guess where the middle is. Okay, we'll do our arrow up and down. It's kind of like a V, okay, with a curl, and we'll measure that and we'll write down our number. So this is 55. So whenever you're doing your dimensions, your numbers always have to be going horizontal, horizontal, horizontal. Okay, so our next thing that we'll do after that is we will label one step. So we'll just draw a line up here like that, we'll draw a line up here like that. Okay, I'm going to come 5 up from here, or measure 5 up, okay, from this line. So I'll come up 5, mark that like that. So I might just maybe zoom in on that. So measuring up 5 from here, and we'll now draw a line across here like that, leave a gap in the middle. $25. Okay, so 20 and then 5. So keep your lettering, your numbering nice and straight, and and the same size. Okay. The last thing what we'll do now next is we will now do this height from here to here. So let's draw a line out from here to here. Let's draw a line now out from here to here. Let's come out a distance now of 5. Okay, so I'm going to step out 5 from this front area. I'm going to push over my drawing so we can see it. And I'm going to draw my line now between here and here. So again, draw it up and draw it down. We'll measure. Looks to be 18. So we'll just draw 1 and then an 8. Okay, we'll write our 1 and our 8. Our 1, we'll just put a tiny little hat. Okay, and we'll put a horizontal line there. So when I zoom out, that's how you now apply a dimension, okay, onto a drawing. Okay, so we'll move on to our house, which is our next one. Okay, so well done on completing that. We'll move on to the second one. So our second one, you kind of need to make up, your mind. What do you want to dimension here? Okay, the last one I wanted to do the length, the width, the going of the step, and then the height of the step. So here now what we'll do is we'll do the height of the house, we'll do the length of the house, we'll maybe do the width of the door, yeah, okay, and maybe a window. Okay, right, so what I've got here, okay, is I'm going to do a line out here like this, draw a line out like this, and once I've that done, I'm going to measure 5, okay, like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line out from this area here, okay, this line. This is called the eave, okay, the eaves in a house. So we'll draw that line now down, keep a gap in the middle, and draw that line down. We'll draw a V first, curve the V, and an upside down V. Okay, measure that. 35, 3, and 5. So again, make sure your pencil is sharp. So now what we'll do is we'll jump out another 5 from here, okay, which is here, like that. And I'm going to draw a line out from the top of the roof. And I'm now going to draw a line going up and up. Again, don't draw, okay, the line solid in the middle. And this is 55. So usually when you've got a couple of dimensions here I had 2, 1 and then 2, and I want to dimension those, you're dimensioning them in ascending order. Okay, so they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so 2 is enough there, that's grand. We'll now look at the other side. Let's do the length actually. Line down, line down, 5, measure this, that's 85. Okay, let's do the height of the door now next. So very simply, extend your line out, extend your line out here, doesn't matter, any length. Okay, and we're going to come out 5, which is here, and then draw that line down and then down. Okay, so Doesn't matter if it extends, you know, a bit past that there. There's no other dimensions going to happen, okay, or going to be drawn on this side, so, you know, we're okay there. It's 25. Okay, so that is my house dimensioned. We'll now move on to our last one, which is our clock. Right, okay, so what we're going to dimension here first of all is we'll measure the height and the length, and we might maybe do the base. Okay, we'll see. Alright, okay, so let's draw a line out from here like this. After we do that, we'll draw a line out from here, that height, okay, and let's measure out 5 like that. Draw a very, very light line there and roughly there. That's 10. So we'll put 10 there. The next thing what we'll do now is we're now going to measure this height from here to the ground. So extend out this line, which is here, and we're now going to measure out from here another 5, which is there, and draw our line up. We'll measure at 65. Okay, and let's do our last one. Let's draw a line out from here like that, and let's measure out 5 millimeters from here. Okay, and let's draw a line up and then up. Okay, we can measure that there now, and that's a distance of 75. Okay, here's our arrow here, and then here's our arrow here. Okay, so again, that's in ascending order, 10, 65, 75. Okay, let's do our length, and I think that's us done. Up 5, mark your point, horizontal line, your arrowheads, it's 85. Okay, so all in all, that's our drawing completed. Okay, again, I'm going to go over our learning outcomes there for that. Our learning outcomes, okay, for that were, first of all, analysing a drawing, which we done here. Okay, the second one was to use our maths, okay, to problem solve. So we've used all our maths here to problem solve, okay, the answers and to solve them. Our third one was, okay, to improve our dexterity by the use, okay, of our graphics equipment. So we use our T-square and we use our set squares there simultaneously. Okay, so that's improving our dexterity. And the last one then was to apply, okay, our dimensions correctly. And we've just applied our dimensions correctly there by, again, coming out 5, drawing a light line, extending from where you want to measure from, or dimension from, arrow, arrow, no line, okay, in the middle, and write your numbers horizontal. Okay, thank you for listening, and best of luck with that, and we will move on to our next sheet now next.